Iowa coach Readies team for moment. This Caitlin Clark's heir apparent JuJu Watkins. Iowa Hockey's coach Jan Jensen discussed how she's preparing her team for JuJu Watkins' arrival and Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement on the same day. February 2 is going to be a special day for Iowa Hockey's women's basketball fans. This is because this day marks when Caitlin Clark is getting her No. 22 jersey at Iowa retired. When speaking about this momentous occasion with David Eicholt in a January 25 interview, Clark said, "I think it's probably hard to really feel all the emotions until I'm going to be inside Carver and really see it and experience it with my family. I'm not usually a very emotional person, but I feel like this will probably make me a little more emotional," she added. This jersey retirement will occur after the Iowa Hokies take on the USC Trojans in what's sure to be an extremely compelling game. Therefore, Clark will get to watch the Iowa versus USC game before her ceremony. USC sophomore star JuJu Watkins is often compared to Clark, if only because she was once on pace to break her NCAA all-time scoring record. When speaking with the media on January 28, Iowa head coach Jan Jensen discussed how she's preparing for Sunday's game and ceremony, and offered some high praise for Watkins. "That was a little bit sometimes my concern, because you knew a lot of hype was about Caitlin's jersey, and obviously USC is coming in," Jensen said, per an ex-post from HawkFanatic.com's Dallas Jones. "It's a lot. I mean, storyline after storyline, right? It's Caitlin, and then you have inarguably, the heir apparent, with JuJu. She's probably gonna want to have a game in front of Caitlin. But what I've just told my team is what a moment. You get to be in this moment. We get to celebrate one of the greatest Hawks ever," Jensen added. "But once the game goes up, all the pre-game stories, then it just becomes us and them. And then after the game, we can take a moment, whatever happens, and we can really celebrate one of the greatest to ever do it. I've just tried to really keep them in their lane, and I think they understand that. They know the task is tall on Sunday, but it's also a really fun opportunity, and I like what I've seen so far. But it has been a lot of different things coming at them. Just all the hype, because so many people are excited about Caitlin," she continued. "Sunday is certainly going to be a spectacle for several reasons. What channel is USC versus Minnesota women's basketball game on today? JuJu Watkins and USC women's basketball has continued its best start since the 1981-82 season. The Trojans, 18-1, 8-0, have won 14 in a row since a 74-61 home loss to Notre Dame on November 23. Watkins and No. 4 USC will look to end January with a second straight perfect month when they take on Minnesota 18-3, 6-3. Thursday at the Gallon Center in Los Angeles. USC was last in action on January 22, when it earned a dominant 79-37 win over Purdue on the road, led by a 16-point effort from Watkins. She has scored in double digits in all 19 games and has at least one block in 9 straight games. The Golden Gophers dropped from the rankings following a 1-1 week, which included a 70-65 home loss to Michigan last Wednesday. Minnesota bounced back with a 71-50 win over Wisconsin on Sunday. This will mark the Golden Gophers' first trip to the Gallon Center. Here's how to watch the USC versus Minnesota women's basketball game Thursday, including the start time, TV schedule, and streaming information. Required the top women's college basketball storylines and stars you missed during football season. What channel is USC versus Minnesota basketball on today? Live stream. Peacock. The Trojans and Golden Gophers will stream nationally on Peacock, NBC's streaming service. Top 25 basketball poll shakeup after ranked matchups. USC Trojans, South Carolina. The No. 4 USC Trojans women's basketball team is still ranked in the top 5 of the AP Top 25 poll. As the 2024-2025 season enters the final full month of regular season play, can USC coach Lindsay Gottlieb and the women of Troy move up and secure a high seed? The USC Trojans women's basketball team is 18-1 for the 2024-25 season. The AP Top 25 poll has shaken up with multiple ranked teams having faced off recently. USC is ranked no. 4 in the current AP Top 25 poll. The women of Troy are one of the most dominant teams this season. The only undefeated team remaining is the no-1 UCLA Bruins. As January comes to a close and teams enter the final full month of the regular season, playoff seeding is at stake. USC has already faced 5 ranked opponents this season, going 4-1 against them. The lone loss was against the current no. 3 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The biggest win of the season was arguably against the current no. 6 Yukon Huskies, who were no. 4 at the time of the matchup. USC went on the road to defeat one of the toughest opponents in women's